Witnessing an armed robbery can be hard and scary enough to watch, let alone stopping one. However, these Marines use their training to own these armed robbers and handle the situation perfectly. Let's get into it. This Marine veteran was casually talking to a guy in the gas station when two robbers came in, and one of them had a gun. The Marine veteran was a regular customer of this gas station, and he explained how he didn't think twice before unarming the robber. He became an internet sensation and was interviewed all over the media. This is what he had to say about his heroics.
I was standing there against the counter talking with Everett, the clerk. I'm there pretty regularly, so I knew him fairly well, and we were talking about how he needed to not be a gas station clerk anymore. He needed to come work out with me over at the proving grounds. And so then I turn around to go leave, kind of walk out. And as I'm turning around, I hear the door kind of open real aggressively. And well, at that point, the spidey senses kind of tingled a little bit. And I looked over and saw one person with a gun, and they started yelling, "Open the register," and kind of did a quick sweep. Saw two other guys without no other weapons, and decided that's the guy I'm going to hit.
And what's in the bag? I mean, you grabbed the gun, which I think is obviously brave, and it's part of your training, I know, as a Marine. But what was in the bag?
I'm sorry? What
was in the bag that you hit him with?
Two Gatorades, 2 energy drinks, and a snack. And I didn't even know the bag was, I didn't know the bag was still attached to my body at that point, completely unaware. As I was actually going to take control of his head and the gun at the same time, and the bag just happened to be heavy and attached to me, and it smashed him right in the face.
What did your friend Everett say?
Well, he ended up jumping over the counter and chasing to see where the other guys went around the corner when they run out. But I mean, he was a little worked up about it, but definitely an exciting start to the day. Well, for him, the end of the day, 'cause he's the night guy.
This guy in the red hoodie chose the wrong store to rob. Let's see what happens when he takes out his gun in front of this ex-Marine.
Just another day here when this guy in red, who's going to be our armed robber, walks in. I've sped it up just for time's sake. And when he gets up to the counter, he's going to put a gun out there on the counter, and he is going to announce an armed robbery. Now, the guy in the lower right is a former Marine and a known fighter. And so he's kind of looking for his opportunity here. Now, I want to listen in on what he says. There's a little bit of language that we've bleeped out here, but I want to pay attention. We'll come back and learn some lessons in a minute.
Get out of here! Get out of here! I got him. I stabbed him. Call the police! I called him. I stabbed him.
I saw you. Thanks.
I called the police. Don't worry. I saw him outside. You got him on camera?
Yeah.
No one. Get out of here! All of you!
He was here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a retired fireman and ex-Marine sergeant. I like to fight. I like to and I'll kill some son of a bitch that drives around me. That 32 automatic, that's death.
Thanks.
You are in the worst neighborhood in the world when you mess with an Irish.
In a profession where people die early, it's said that you shouldn't mess with elderly people, and this robber learned a valuable lesson that day. This Mansfield Marine and firefighter was pushed away by a robber who had a knife. However, things escalated pretty quickly between them. Let's listen to the man himself.
Husky stopped in the Oasis food store in Midlothian before heading to work on June 26th. Then a 19-year-old shoved past him and held out a hunting knife about 5 inches long to the cashier.
Startles me at first, just I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Well, I stepped back and realized what was going on real quick.
Daniel Gasky says he heard the robber say,
"This is going to be quick and easy. Give me the money."
The time between the first shove and Gasky's takedown is only 7 seconds. Gasky told us the careful calculations he had to make in those seconds.
I'm going to maintain control of the weapon, but if I miss the weapon, I'm going to be so far or so close to his back that he won't be able to maneuver his arm around to wound me, in the process.
Gasky then managed to hold the man down for 4 to 7 minutes until police arrived. He says it felt like a lot longer.
After I had gotten the knife away from him and I was holding him down, I was able to talk to him very calmly.
Many are calling Gasky a hero.
I'm not. I like to think that anyone else in that situation would have been able to assess and done the right thing too.
But not everyone could. Gasky is a Marine who served in Iraq from 2005 to 2006.
Sometimes doing what's right involves getting a license plate number of somebody driving away.
Today happens to be Gasky's 1-year anniversary with the Mansfield Fire Department.
It took just a few seconds for this skilled firefighter to combat the armed robber and hold him down. Up next, these two robbers thought it would be pretty simple to rob this bank, but they had no idea about this heroic security guard.
It's just another day for this guard at what is a bank here, I think, and this guy's going to come in through the, kind of armored doors here, or through the controlled access at least, and the guard's kind of paying attention to him, but seeing what's going on outside, and the guy draws a gun on the guard, and now they're having a fight for the guard's gun. The guard gets his gun out, thankfully. The other guy drops his, puts a couple shots towards the second trailing accomplice, and now as the other guy is trying to leave, he is going to pop him again as well, seeing him still to be a threat. But you can see on the left that that guy's gun is actually out of his hand, so he's unarmed at this point. Thankfully here, we're going to see that this guard is able to subdue this guy. The other people that are in the place are going to come out and see what's going on and help him, and thankfully this one is over.
Security guards like these have a tough job to do, and they have to make a quick decision. Do you think it was wise enough of this guard to reach out for his firearm? Tell us in the comments down below. This armed robber was dressed as a fake delivery guy, which could have caused serious problems if the guy didn't react like this on time.
I don't know if this is for you.
We really never know when we'll be in danger, therefore never let your guard down, even if you're expecting a UPS delivery or a food delivery.